Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. There's an added twist to all the Black Friday madness this year inside of FC26. The list of cards that are going to be in packs this Friday on this game just keeps growing because there's not just one team of icons coming in packs. There's going to be another team, and some of these icons we already have in our squads, but all of them are going to be in packs. We're going to be talking about that surprise edition 2 packs for Black Friday. And speaking of Black Friday, we have some of the first player names leaked for the Thunderstruck live cards and Thunderstruck live icon cards that are going to be the main headliners of the promo this upcoming Friday. That's of course causing the beginnings of what probably is now finally the Black Friday market crash. We hadn't seen prices drop a whole lot. Well, that's changing now, and I think that's going to continue in today and tomorrow's market on this game. We're going to talk about that and what to expect today for content. Of course, FC Pro live games, and these cards are in action for upgrades today. Does that mean some of them can still go up with the market crashing as it is? I think so. I'm still holding on to my investments. We'll look at that and more in today's video. If you guys are excited for Black Friday, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's go over yesterday's Sunday content first because we had a couple interesting things. First, with a silver Evo. You guys know I like Evoing my silver players, especially kind of just upgrading those silver cards that stay as silvers. And I like this Evo, the how many tricks left evolution here, because it actually gives us a really big boost in terms of stats up to a very solid level, and it gives playstyles for silver players that we can still use. If you're like me and you've been procrastinating on your silver league games, I can now upgrade my first owned Gabriel Silva into an even better card and use him for the last few games of this silver mode. Now, also, I've got a couple of Evos that I've been working on. Like, I've got a Dane Scarlet Spurs Evo. I think I'm going to go for the Gabriel Silva still, but I like this Evo because it's free. It has actual big stat boost. It gives playstyles, and it gives a weak foot and a skill move boost. I am a fan of this one, and if you take a look at your club, you might find a cool player to evolve, but you also might find some of these random cards in your club that are selling for a couple thousand coins. This Barbara Lopez, I think, is exploding on the market right now for this chain. I guess people are creating some sort of a Pina type silver card here with this Barbara Lopez into the 35k low driven plus Evo, and then into how many tricks left. So if that interests you, the Evo is there, or if you have one of those cards in your club, you could make some coins. So that would be my advice to you, is check your club, go on the Footbin popular page for Evos. If you see a player there that's in your club, check the price. It might be some free coins. Now, SBCs yesterday is what we were talking about in the video yesterday leading up into content, because we were looking for the base hero player pick, and we got it. But I even think the price of this is maybe a smidgen expensive, 85, 85, and 86. And like I said, it's a fun gamble. It's a fun risk to take to potentially pack a really cool player. But this SBC is repeatable 3 times. It's out during the entire promo and then some after Black Friday. This is a 100% wait and do it later type of SBC, because this is a fodder coin drain before Black Friday is actually out. You do not want to be spending your hard-earned coins and slim amounts of fodder on this right now. But you know, it's still cheap enough to maybe say, well, Nate, I can probably put it together. I get that, but for 120k with 3 squads, I really think it's the best to save your fodder right now for that. But of course, this is 61% upvoted just because it is the first hero pick of the year. Even though it's a 1 of 2, not a 1 of 3, it is still a uncapped hero player pick. Now, also yesterday we had the base icon match day pick. I wasn't expecting this. I even said it in yesterday's video. Wasn't expecting EA to do this. They did. Cannavaro, Drogba, and Raul are in this match day player pick. It's out for a while. It's out for 20 days. So if you want to craft this during Black Friday, if one of these 3 players is a must for your squad, now you have the opportunity to do so. It's 490,000 coins to get the 7 squads done for this SBC, which personally I don't think is terrible value. If you look at other players, if you look at the players like Raul, Drogba, and Cannavaro, they're all in that like 450 to 500,000 coin range now. They were way more expensive than that before this was leaked, but of course now we're heading into Black Friday where the market's going to devalue. Some of these players probably aren't going to hold their value as much as well, but if one of these three is a must for your club, like if you're a Chelsea fan, you want to get Drogba, you want to get Cannavaro, if you want to get Raul, I still think this is a craftable SBC during Black Friday for sure, just because you get the icon. There's no risk. There's no, I got to try to pack it from an icon pack. It's right there for you. So that was a part of SBC content yesterday, as was the FC Pro Challenge number 2, which gives a tradable premium Electrum Players pack, which is not a terrible pack to open up for a small, easy SBC. The last thing to know from yesterday's content, of course, was the Max 89 base icon upgrade refreshing for 3 more times. This was, of course, the SBC we had last Sunday for the 286 and the 187 rated squad that we said yesterday Fodder could probably go up for, and it did a little bit. If you picked up 88s at about 14,000 coins or below, because they were even down here at like 13K for some of them, they did go up and hit peaks of like 15.5 to almost 16K. Now, right now, they are back down. If you invested in Fodder and you still have it, I would try to lazy list your way out in these next couple of days. We're going to talk about some different Fodder investments and trades that we can make with Black Friday SBCs upcoming before they even get released. But I do believe that these could, rise back up a little bit today on Monday, but I wouldn't expect it to go crazy. 86s are up just a little, 87s are about the same, and 85s are up maybe a little bit too, but mostly unchanged there. So it was the 88s that did the best once again for that Max 89 upgrade. SBC refreshing. Again, that's going to go away before Black Friday actually comes out, and that's why, in my opinion, I would maybe skip this again as well. Kind of talking about skipping all the SBCs right now, but if you skip this, there may be a better icon pack or a icon player pick that would come out during Black Friday. So that's something to note and to think about right now with that icon SBC there too. That was SBC content yesterday. Of course, the showdown. The game happened for the showdown yesterday between Spurs and Arsenal. It was not a great showing for Colomani and the lads, but if you did Martinelli, you are getting yourself the +2 upgrade. And the only copium that I have about doing Colomani not getting the win is I have a dynamic image version of him that would probably fit Evos even sooner because he's just going to be 85 rated. So Spurs fans, we can take some solace in the fact that we are going to get an upgrade for that Colomani card sooner, and hopefully it's going to have some playstyles and be better than just the +2 that the Martinelli is going to get. But let's get right into the news today, guys, because Black Friday news started yesterday. We were waiting for the leakers to start talking about Black Friday. It kind of felt like they were sitting on the leaks, but they just weren't tweeting about it yet. Well, that changed before the content drop yesterday with this tweet from Foot Police. He tweets the Bombazo, exploding head emojis, wow, OMG, and then he tweets the puzzle pieces, which is an SBC leak. And soon after that, the leakers must have known, and they weren't going to hide it for long. This, I believe, is at least part of that tweet of the Bombazos and everything, the hype that's being built. This is the craziest hero or icon player pick with specific players in it that we have had this year. We've got Natale and Eden Hazard. Both of these hero cards were just around 1 million coins on the market. And guys, I've used Hazard in this game as a left mid in the 4-4-1-1. He is disgusting, I can tell you that much. I used this card one time. I bought it to trade with, make some profit, and I was like, let me actually go try this card out. He was incredible. Natale with the Finesse Plus as well. Absolutely insane card. This might be the most expensive hero match day or icon match day pick, as it probably should be, because Hazard and Natale both were around 1 million coins. Now, of course, they've dropped off a lot because of this SBC being leaked, but I retweeted the hero SBC leak for this player pick yesterday, and I was like, guys, it's time to skip the hero player picks, skip everything. If you want to do an SBC that is going to be worth your coins and worth your time, doing a player SBC like this for a card that is going to be worth your while, that will be in your team for a while, is such a better use of your fodder long term. It may not be as fun, but you can do as many small little cheap gamble packs as you want and still not burn through the coins that doing all the hero and icon packs each week is going to take from you. But this is just crazy. It's just crazy that Eden Hazard and Natale are going to be in one of the match day picks that we're going to be getting soon. Now, the question for me is, when would this be dropping? Well, does it really matter? I don't think so. I think most of us right now are in pack save mode heading into Black Friday. So if this drops tomorrow, cool, it's there. If it drops next weekend on Saturday or Sunday, cool, it's also there. We'll have the fodder to be able to get it done. So that's the question that we have right now. When will this drop? but I can't believe this is going to be the only big SBC that we'll have upcoming for Black Friday in the promo, but that is a pretty big start. Now, I want to talk about Fodder just one more time in relation to this SBC and undoubtedly the other SBCs that we're going to have released. Guys, last year, Fodder was going up into the hype. Remember, we had the Cruyff SBC last year. We had the Vinny Jr. Player of the Month. They were the two most popular player SBCs during Black Friday. Of course, we had Icon and Hero player picks that were out as well. Fodder was a great way to make coins last year, but in certain windows, I think people are investing in 88s, 89s, and maybe even 90 Rodri right now because of this Hazard and Natale player pick and some of the other cards that may be leaked as SBCs. I think it's an okay investment to buy these cards right now. Yes, I said that. But what I think you're going to have to do is sell it into the hype. I think that's the idea. If you're going to buy 89 rated for 22,000 coins, hopefully they rise up to like 24 to 25,000 by the time we get to Wednesday and you can sell. I don't think you're going to want to hold on to really any fodder by the time we get to Friday. That was something that I learned last year. I was investing in some fodder before Black Friday, but there is so much pack supply that happens on Black Friday, like the actual day when everybody's opening their packs, when all the cards are in packs. And like we're going to talk about, there's going to be a lot of cards in packs that it usually brings the supply of the fodder cards down and everything in packs, to be fair. So if you want to invest, that's kind of your window of opportunity. Even if you want to invest like we've been talking about on the cheaper cards, 83s and 84s, I still think they're okay investments. I don't think they're going to explode, but for the next couple of days, people aren't going to be opening packs and they'll still want to do SBCs like the 85 to 87, the other upgrade packs that I'm sure EA will start dropping here pretty soon leading into Black Friday. I think those can be okay investments. I don't like the inform investments though. Not a huge fan of those because of best of team of the week, but let's talk about leaks and let's get into the Thunderstruck players that are going to be in packs. Why are people going to be opening packs during Black Friday? Well, the promo, Thunderstruck, live cards, by the way, we have to remember this, and EA's bringing out the big names. Did we expect them to not do that? No, we expected this 100%, but it's still crazy to see some of these icons getting their first promo versions of the year. These are the first promo icons of the year in packs for sure, but Maradona is going to be leading the charge as a player that's going to be in packs. Maldini is going to be another insane icon that's going to be in packs. Super expensive, of course, but again, live and upgrading. Ribéry is going to get a promo card in packs. These are all predicted stats, by the way. Eusebio is getting a Thunderstruck icon card in packs. Gareth Bale. Like, this is a crazy set of names that are going to be in this promo team. We haven't even got to the regular players yet. Also throw in the Beckenbauer, who's been leaked as well from ASY Foot. So those, I think, are most of the icons that we have incoming. There's probably going to be a few more, but those are some big names. Now, for regular players, we've got Rodri. He's coming as a Thunderstruck player. If they do Rodri like they did a lot of the captain's cards, think about players like Giroud, who had very low pace. No, Giroud, sorry, is an FC Pro, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, some of the players that had very low pace in these promos that got upgraded to like very usable cards. If they do that with Rodri, this could be a very good card. We've also got an Amir Saregi, and if you guys don't know about her, she is kind of a Pina version, like V2. You see ASY here in her comments, like, who's this? Pina V2. Her gold card has been extinct for evolutions from the early start of the game. She's been very inflated in price even recently, even in this stage of the game. Her 81 rated card, that is, this is a card that could be very overpowered. And ASY tweeted this and said she might be in the season pass. And that's one thing that we're going to have to try to decipher as we look at all these leaks of players. Which ones of these are going to be in packs? Like Musiala, definitely going to be in packs, right? That's a pack selling type of card. But some of them are going to be in the season pass. Now, some more players that are leaked. Musiala is in as a Thunderstruck card, again, live and upgrading. Jude Bellingham is in as a promo card as well. So they put both of the cover stars from the standard edition, Jude and Musiala, in this promo team. Alexia Putellas is getting a Thunderstruck live card as well. You'd expect a lot of upgrades there. Pedro Neto is getting a card for Chelsea in this promo. I think that's all the leaks that we had right there. Again, it's not the full team that's been leaked yet, 100%. There's definitely more names that we need to see. The Thunderstruck teams won't be like the craziest in terms of size. It'll be a solid promo team. It's the other things released in packs that we're going to talk about in a second that make it one of the craziest times of the year to be ripping packs. Aubameyang's going to be in this promo team, and Oblak is as well. But this is what I'll say. Continue to watch out for more names to be leaked, because I will imagine that that is going to happen. And with that, especially with more SBC and Evo leaks to come, the market's probably going to drop as well. Let's take a quick second here from the leaks to talk about the market. You're looking at player prices for a card like Mbappe. They're already starting to drop. Mbappe's under 1.6 million coins. If we take a look at his graph, I've got it pulled up here. He started the day yesterday on Sunday at 1.7. Black Friday leaks finally started happening. He goes all the way down to 1.56, 1.55. Guys, this is the beginning of the Black Friday market crash. I don't think we're totally there yet. All we've had is one SBC leak and some players that have been leaked to be coming in packs, right? That's all that we've got so far. There's going to be a lot more of this, I think, today and tomorrow. Take a look at Payore. These are the cards that are really going to do the most damage. She was 450K yesterday. She's 316,000 coins right now. Even a card that I, after I said in yesterday's video, was feeling a little bit more comfortable trying to trade with a few players. I'm losing some coins on this Harry Kane right now because I had purchased him at 700K on Saturday, which was a good price, right? I sold one at 760, and now look at him. He's 597. So I'm kind of losing some coins on this card there. We're going to try to get out of that, hopefully have a bit of a rebound. That's the thing with these cards that are out of packs and a rare, like Payore, that 316 that I was just showing you, it's sold. There could be hours of panic where these cards drop 20 to 30%. They might bounce back up 10 to 15, and you can make some quick flip profits off of that. It's one of my favorite ways to trade during a market crash, but it's also a very risky way to trade as well. So like, I still have Harry Kane. I'm not selling him right now at 597. Could he go lower than that? He could, but right now I'm seeing he's a very rare card, and if he goes back up to like 650, well, that saves me losing 50,000 coins that I would have lost otherwise if I would have sold the card instantly. But I do expect the market to continue to drop off today. It just feels like everybody's waiting for Black Friday now. What we were talking about last week of the market crash really starting when people are just scared to buy cards, we're there. That is happening right now on this game, so watch for prices to crash a good bit lower. Now, speaking of other cards that are going to be in packs, what I really want to talk about in today's video is the best of releases and other icons that are going to be in packs. And this is going to just also feed into the panic selling of what we have on the market, because if a card like that Harry Kane or the Payore is going to get re-released in packs, that's going to make their price drop a lot as well. The first re-release of cards we should have in packs is the best of Team of the Week, and this should be starting either on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Last year and previous years, it's dropped on Wednesday. So when we have Team of the Week 11 drop this Wednesday, the best of should be released with it. This is going to be a multiple day thing when they start putting cards out in packs one day at a time, adding new things each day. So that's what to expect first, right? So we got Thunderstruck icons, best of Team of the Week, and the best of re-release, or kind of the best of campaign is what EA calls it. This is what I was just mentioning with old promo cards from the first 4 to 5 promos that we've had this year getting put back into packs. Maybe some of the captain's cards. Of course, maybe some of the primetime cards, which are still live and upgrading for Champions League games that we have this week as well. Cornerstones, ratings reload, all of those would be fair game for this best of campaign re-release. These are cards that could be leaked ahead of time as well, and there can be 2 versions of the same player in packs at one time. I feel like that's worth mentioning as we're looking at some of these players that are maybe going to get in this promo team. Is there any of these that already have promo cards in packs, like Musiala? No, I don't think he does. Rodri, no. So maybe none of those examples there that I can think of off the top of the brain. Oh, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has the Team of the Week. Putellas is Team of the Week, right? His Team of the Week could be re-released, and he could also have this card in packs at the same time. That is something worth mentioning. But watch out for this on Thursday, potentially. So add that to the list of cards in packs, right? And then this year, this is the main point that I think is a bit of a surprise to us, and I'm not sure how I feel about it at some points, but The icons, the pre-order icons that we all got. If you pre-order the Ultimate Edition of this game, you got a pack with an icon, right? When using these guys since the beginning of the game, I was lucky enough to get the goalkeeper Oliver Kahn. Absolutely fantastic player. He's my most capped card in my club, right? I put the fire on him too because he's freaking sick. 375 matches played. That was my pre-order icon pack. These cards get upgraded on Thursday. All of these cards go into packs on Friday. That was in the fine print here that I think a lot of us forgot about. I did for sure. The icons will get upgraded to champion versions on November 27th. So that is this Thursday. Right after that, it says the debut icons will be added to the Ultimate Team pool of items in packs on Black Friday, the 29th of November. So all of these cards, we're talking 92 PSG Zlatan, 91 rated Far Reach plus Oliver Kahn, you know, Morgan, Henry, if you were lucky enough to pack one of those crazy cards, even if you were getting like the upgraded Chaboom Kun, Steven Gerrard, Francesco Totti, Toni Kroos, these cards become very interesting again, because with their stat boost, when you look at what kind of stats these cards are rocking with, all of them look very usable in the current meta of the game. Like, especially if you got somebody from the top row here, even Seager. Like Seager's card, of course, you know, the debut version, the first one that we got, 86 rated or 85 rated, not the greatest, right? But this one with Intercept Plus, that's looking a lot more spicy now, right? Or you've got Gerrard with the ping. You've got Chiellini with the jockey. Of course, if you were lucky enough to get an Iniesta, you got Incisive. You might have hit the jackpot with that card right there. 92 dribble, 91 pass with Incisive Plus. Holy. So all of these look great, and they're going to be in packs on Friday. Now, before we think like, oh man, it makes our pre-order icons feel like they're not worth it. Technically, this happened last year as well, and I even think the year before that. Last year, remember how we had the pre-order hero pack, right? That upgraded. I had Tim Howard, and there was Hazard, and there was plenty of other cards that were new heroes last year that upgraded right around this time, and then EA dropped them in packs as well. It's the same scenario that we've seen before with the pre-order cards coming back into packs, but it does, for a split second, kind of make you feel like, well, wait, I bought the game early and I got to use this card, but now it gets upgraded and it's not that unique anymore. So there is a little bit of that feeling to it there. If you're feeling that way, I feel that way a little bit too, but I can't imagine that these cards, the upgraded ones here, are going to be that packable. But it adds a second icon team to all the cards that are going to be in packs. And we do know this, guys, when it comes down to campaign icons versus like the actual regular base icon cards in the game, promo icons, promo heroes are always easier to pack than regular base icons that are in packs. I mean, it sounds crazy, but like, they're treated as promo cards more than actual icons, and they just seem way easier to pack. So that's just a good thing about these cards coming back into packs, and it is exciting, and it makes it even crazier, but it's something to remember when we think about how many freaking cards are going to be in packs coming throughout this part of the week. So that's what we have right now for all the cards that are going to be in packs. I mean, there was a tweet yesterday, I think, from one of the leakers saying there's going to be like 100 plus special cards with the best of team of the week, the best of campaign release, these cards, and then of course all the Thunderstrucks as well. It is going to be mad, and everybody's going to be saving packs for it. Now, what are we going to do with the fodder that we get from these packs? Well, there's a couple of SBC leaks and some Evolution tease leaks, I guess. It's not a full leak. It's kind of just like a teaser that the leakers have been talking about. FIFA Trading Romania mentions daily upgrades and times 10 upgrades are coming as SBCs. Are you ready to grind? Times 10 upgrade. When I think about that, I think about like the 82 times 10, the 83 times 10. If you remember last Black Friday, who remembers that SBC? The 82 times 14. That slapped. We could do it multiple times per day. It was a great craft. I think that might be what he's on about here. If we're able to do an 83-10 or an 82 by 10 every day, a couple times per day, that's going to be fantastic. And that's one of the reasons why I like the 83s and the 84 rated cards as potential investments. I don't know if you need an inform. If you need an inform, then informs will definitely have a little bit of a price rise for sure. But even then, if you don't, or if you do need an inform, you still have the inform upgrade SBC, the 82 plus that is out right now. I'm not going to say it's insane value, but I would rather try to put one of these or two of these together instead of going and buying team weeks off the market. But if they do require team of the weeks, the low tier ones, they could move up a little bit, but I'm just hesitant to invest in those and at least hold them for too long until we have the best of team of the week that's going to be out, because that's going to mean a lot more team of the weeks get packed. But I think this might even start with content today on Monday. We'll talk about that that in a second. Last thing to talk about with the leaks. Guys, we're going to be looking at leaks all week long. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be so much to keep up with. We'll keep you guys all updated here, of course, and keep it all straight. But evolutions are going to be a big part of Black Friday as well. They haven't necessarily tweeted about Black Friday Evos, but you can see what's moving on the market. 84 rated like Selma Parluelo, like Rafael Leao, they're starting to move. It's not just those left wing type players. It's really the popular players that people want to fit evolutions that people think they will be able to evolve during Black Friday, right? Like Selma Parluelo and the Rafael Leao, as we mentioned. You think about some other cards, like we're probably going to be able to Evo 85 rateds, right? I think the smartest thing you can do right now is maybe go club stock an 85 rated Conte, an Edue, an Mbumo, a Gravenberch, because we haven't fit 85s into many Evos yet, but that's surely going to happen during Black Friday. Maybe if we're really lucky, one Evo will let us put in an 86, and maybe there's a couple of those promo cards. Like imagine Scream Pogba could get a boost, or even imagine as an 85 rated, like you've got Kubarsi or Thuram. Those are great cards already. Give them a playstyle plus, give them a weak foot and boost, and give them some other stats. Like that could be a really sick card. Really what I'm saying here is just take a look at some 85 rateds that A, you have in your club that you might want to Evo, or B, take a look around the market for a card that you might be interested. Like this buyer, maybe he would be a sick Evo with getting a passing boost and getting a playstyle plus. Doomby and Gervinho, I'm not saying they're good investments because they're 80,000 coins, but this is just opening our eyes up potentially to a whole new realm of evolutions if they allow max 85 rated cards in, which I think that they should, because we're getting to a new time of the year where the power curve is going to move up. So I think that is something to maybe do a little bit of a club stock investment on and to look out for as we get these evolution leaks. I'm going to literally bet everything that there's going to be more leaks today for players and packs, for the SBCs that are incoming, and for the evolutions as well. Now, there's also some goalkeepers that are moving on the market, as well as the left wings like Salma P and Leao. So maybe there's a goalkeeper evolution that would be coming, whether it's like a part of Black Friday content or if it's something that would be like today. Not sure yet, but those are kind of all the Black Friday leaks that we have. But like I said, watch out for more leaks specifically for the SBCs and the evolutions. There's going to be a lot of more bombazos. There's going to be a lot of hype on Twitter. And that's, again, one of the reasons I think that the market's probably just going to continue sliding. But, you know, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens. We're in the early stages of that Black Friday market crash. Kind of feels like it's just started after yesterday's content on Sunday. Now, let's end the video by talking about today a bit, because you're like, Nate, yesterday you were getting excited on the market about these FC Pro Live cards, and I was. Well, now we have the leaks, so I'm kind of like, okay, I'm going to pull back the reins on investing too much, but I still do have the Giroud that I bought, right? I bought a couple of Girouds right around 120K. He plays today. We've got FC Pro Live matches on the docket. Group A plays today, which, of course, if you need a little bit of a refresher, this is the tweet right here from Rick, who tweeted it, and he got it from FC Bridges. We've got Darwin Nunez, Dan James, Giroud, Calfreeze, Honorat, and Nuno Tavares all playing today. Tomorrow, we've got Xerxes, Wijnaldum, El Shaarawy, Klosterman, Fabio Vieira, and Chiesa. Actually, I just saw one of the craziest tweets. The pro player, Kasia, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he is the pro player who is kind of in this tournament. He's ranked 140th in the world. He's the Chiesa Pro. He tweeted a picture of his transfer list full of Chiesa, and he said that, you know, he's like, I have belief in myself, that I can do something great. And he was like, selling the hype, please, was the tweet. But like, the pro player who controls the upgrades for this card is going broke and investing in this card. I feel like that's kind of a cold statement. If he were to actually pull it off and go crazy tomorrow, since he's in Group B, that would be hilarious, and that would be awesome. So I think these cards can still be good investments even with the market moving the way that it is. I actually picked up 2 Klosterman right around 230,000 coins. He's back up to like 260 right now. Will I hold on to that? I might. These cards can probably beat the rest of the market crashing because they have the live upgrades on the line. But like I would tell you always, I think selling in the hype is a good idea. And if you have a Group A card, selling in the hype looks different with these cards compared to other promos. There could be some sell-offs before the games actually start today and before the pros actually start getting going. But I will say this. Multiple times in the past couple of years, we've had this FC Pro Live promo. There will be drops in the morning as people sell in the hype, but then once the games come on, boom, the cards jump right back up because everybody is watching the game. Because, of course, we got to watch the stream today on Twitch or on YouTube, the FC Pro Live stream, to get the viewership rewards. But everybody starts watching those matches, and then, you know, you see somebody score a goal. Like, let's say Tex goes and scores a goal. His player's Dan James, right? What are you going to do? People are going to run to the market and be like, oh, Tex is going to win this game. He's going to get points. And then Dan James's price is going to go up, and it's going to be moving crazy like that. It's one of the most fast-moving, fast-paced live investments you could possibly make. So either sell into the hype early today and try to get out with little to no risk, or you could wait until the game and maybe just wait and see what happens, but do not hold super long after that because some of these cards will absolutely get cooked. Again, guys, remember it's only Group A today, so those streams are going on, those games are going on, and be careful with those Pro Live cards, but some of them are already starting to go up a bit, and some of you guys may be in the money. I'm kind of holding the Girouds that I have because I have like 3 of them, and he's not up that much, so I'm just going to hold out, see what happens, see how the Pro does after the first couple of games, and we will go from there. Also today on Monday, we might have kind of the first Black Friday SBCs player picks. We've been asking for player picks every Monday for the past couple of weeks, and FIFA Trading Armenia tweeted this a couple days ago saying that player picks will return starting with multiple picks, and it won't stop there. So maybe that means like a 77 plus 1 of 3 is going to be dropping today. We'll have to see. But also today 100% is the Gauntlet. Yes, more gameplay. I haven't even finished Foot Champs. I got the silver thing to do. There's tournament. There's so much gameplay. It is honestly too much. But the Gauntlet always has good rewards, guys. We know Podolski is the group reward. We actually know the full rewards inside of this. You got an 81 double. You got the Podolski 85 to 89 and 83-10. Bruiser plus evolution. That might be one of the biggest reasons to play the Gauntlet this time around. 85 to 87 pack, 5,000 coins, a center mid DLP plus plus, and then an 80 plus times 7 and an 81 by 3. And the hardest objective to get done here is score in 9, play 12. And then, actually, you don't have to win any. There's probably going to be a bonus win objective. That's what it is, right? With the Gauntlet, they do the score and play in one objective, and then a win objective is the bonus where you get more 83 by 10s or more packs, of course. But that is going to be more objective packs that we can play for today and stack up the rewards for the big promo of Black Friday coming this weekend. So watch the market today. It's probably going to get crazy out there. But with the FC Pro Live cards, sell into the hype. Good luck if you're going to hold on and risk it a bit like I am. And yeah, it's going to start to be a movie, man. This is the preparation time, the calm before the storm, but actually like the rumble of the thunders are coming in on the Thunderstruck storm promo because we're starting to get the leaks, we're starting to hear about it, and the hype is starting to build. So longer video today, but there's just so much to discuss. We're going to be covering all the Black Friday news this week, heading into the promo drop this Friday. So make sure you get subscribed and get ready for each of the uploads every single day. I'll be streaming live today, playing the game, watching FC Pro Live, and yeah, playing because I got to play games, man, because there's a lot of gameplay and I'm behind. So that's the video for me today, guys. If you enjoyed it, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new. Have a great Monday, guys, and I'll see you in the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.